time, I want to correct one mistake. I told you guys that the LCD, it was 320 by LCD is not. This is incorrect. The information I gave you is not correct. I will put on the description the correct was the right size for it. This is saying that this one is now it's not showing me the okay. It's showing me 320 by 240. That is for that's for the picture, the main picture in the background. That's not the size for. I wrote it down and I misread it. The LCD need to be 94 by 78. So you have to put. So you're gonna edit this. The size that we set is this one. It's not correct. This is wrong. Okay, need to be 94. That's why it was so big. You need to be 94 by 78. That's a big difference. That's why that's why it was looking so crazy. All right. So this is the picture size you want. Okay, we're gonna do okay, and then we are going to save it. All right. Okay. Now this the TV one. We never test the TV, but the size is also incorrect. The size I gave you is for the picture background picture. Okay. So we're gonna resize this to the correct size, which is the 282 by 244. 244. So I apologize for that mistake. So we're going to do OK. This is the size for the TV. Okay. And then we're going to save it again. All right. So this one is the Japanese version that didn't work, but the bootleg did not work either. Okay. So how do you remove it? Well, you could do two things. Well, let's do this. Let's copy this information. Well, let's which one we did? We did the bootleg one. Okay. I want to go ahead and fix it. See if I could still download the correct one. So the LCD, to do this one, you just go over like this with the arrow key and change it to 94 by 78. That's for LCD. And then for the TV, would be 320 by 240. Okay. Now you might say, Johnny, why are you doing this? I thought you were going to show us how to delete it. Deleting is just going the opposite direction. Okay. You pick the why is it not working? There you go. All right. So deleting is just going the opposite direction. Now what I want to do is I want to see if I could. Now the guy told me that the game came from Final Burnout. Since we have the physical name, we could look it up, find the Final Burnout folder. And I have Final Burnout folder somewhere over here. So let's minimize that. Right here. I download the whole Final Burnout ROM set because most of those games does work on Neo Geo Mini or Neo Geo Pro. So I'm going to go to the ROM set and look for those two names because those are ROM names. I can't figure out what this is. After I look at it for a while, yeah, now I can figure it out. It's a Final Street Fighter 02 Alpha something Japan. All right, so we're gonna look for that name. So we're gonna do SFZ. All right, let's see if we can find it. FSZ Alpha. Okay, so we found Street Fighter 2 Alpha, and that's the bootleg. Okay, or maybe this is the bootleg, and this one is Alpha 20. So let's go find the exact file. So here's the one. Street Fighter 2 ALJ. Okay, so this is the one I want. So I'm going to copy that one. So let's get out of this and let's go to the game folder again. We're going to try again one more time before I physically delete it. So we go to ROM, go to CPS. Now this is a different format. This is this format. Okay, so we're going to copy this one and then we're going to copy the other one. I should have wrote it down. What's the other one name? Let's go back to the image. Okay, the other one is ALD. This two. We want those two. Now, to make it actually work, if you wanted to make it work, it'd be a good idea to, let's go ahead and write those names down so we won't forget. Let's go ahead and open up my notepad. I'm going to show you how to make it work. Okay, if a game do not work, you want to convert it to final burnout. But in order for it to work as a final burnout, you have to get the family, the brother and the sister all together to make it work. Okay, so I'm going to show you the trick. All right, we will do the deleting after this. This one we're going to show you how to convert. So scratch the beginning of the entry. This one is going to show you how to convert them to FBA and make it work. Okay, so instead of just copying that one, I'm going to copy everything starting with the 0. All this is their family, and all the way down to the end of the 0. Wow, there's a lot. Oh, they even have alpha 3 0. Okay, so we're going to copy all the family because sometimes they need each other to work. Okay, so all the final Street Fighter, Geo, all the family start with Street Fighter. I wonder I need to this one too, just in case. All right, so what I'm going to do is copy all that to a program called the Final Burnout, and we are going to convert it to the Final Burnout, and we have to put it in a C drive. So I'm going to go to P. And I'll give you the link how to do this, so you could do it yourself. Right now I have so many different ones. The only one it's gonna find is this one, ROM folder. Okay, it's bad, good, blah blah blah, so on, and all this stuff. So, do I need all this? See, I got the Final Burnout 3 here. Let's get rid of all this. I don't think I need all this. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of all. Now you need the Neo Geo bio, which have bio 4. Okay, you want that. You want to keep that one there. So I'm just gonna move all that to. Let's create a new folder. I'm just moving all my junk out here so I could focus on just the Street Fighter. Okay, because those are the project I'm working on. So let's go to other, move it there. I had no idea. Right. Okay, so this is the only one you need, and this is the one you want to copy over here. And then once you run the batch file, the only one you want is the one that is good. If it's not good, then it doesn't work. Okay, so we're going to run this batch file. This is for C drive. I made a couple of them. This is for I drive, this is for J drive. So you have to edit it, but you want to use Notepad++, not Notepad, just Notepad++. Otherwise it might, yeah, okay. So this is where you change the drive. You change this from C, D, E, whatever, how you want it. Okay. All right. So let's close that out. Okay. So I'm going to run this from the C drive, FBA, right here. Double click, and it's going to run. It's going to run the first one. Okay. All right. So you want to go back up and check which one is good. If it's not good, you don't want to use it because that is not good. That means not going to work. Something is going, like either graphics not going to work, sound's not going to work, or something is not going to work. So once it finishes and tell you to press enter, don't press enter yet. Okay. What you could do is you could scroll up and down, or you could just copy this information. So what I'm going to do is I'm looking for two files. Where's my other one? I'm looking for two files. I'm looking for this one and this one. Those are the two I want. All right. So I'm going to do is make this screen a little bit smaller, and I'm going to move this over, and I'm looking for Street Fighter 02. All right, so I'm going to go all the way up and start from beginning. All right, this one is okay. So Street Fighter 2 alpha. This one actually Street Fighter Zero 2 Alpha, and it actually is okay. See that? Okay. So it work. This one is actually work. Huh. So let me write that down. It's called Street Fighter Z 2A that actually work. I'm going to put uppercase. Street Fighter Z 2A dot. Now it's FBA. So this one actually work. Street Fighter Z 2. See, yeah, double check yourself because I make mistake. People make mistake. I always double check to make sure. The reason I say FBA because we just converted to FBA, so we're going to use this one instead. These other two did not work. Okay, so let's go check see what else we could find. So let's do this. Make it quicker. Instead of going through one by one, we are just going to highlight everything. That's one way to do it. Highlight everything and do Control C. Okay, and then we're going to just paste it here. All right, let's do this. It will be quicker instead of trying to go through one by one. So what we are looking for is this one called Alpha LD because I don't want to create a new game folder and all that stuff. But if I have to, it's not too bad. Control F. Okay, we're looking for this file. All right, let's find it. Okay, it say do not work. So both, that's why the game did not work. This one did not work either. All right, so the bootleg and the other one did not work. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna add this two. This one did not work either. So that's why the alpha 3 did not want to work. Okay, but we're gonna add the alpha 2, 02 alpha and 03 alpha. See, I don't know if this is really alpha or is it actually uh, Asia because A sometimes stands for Asia. You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and try this one, the A. Let's look it up in Google search. Let's see if this is actually what exactly this. What exactly this? Let's do the game. I use the WOM so it could give me a description easy and quick. Yeah, see it is actually Street Fighter Zero 2 Asia. It's not alpha. You know what I'm saying? See, this one is Street Fighter Zero 2 Alpha, but it's Asia. But this one is just Street Fighter Zero. So we'll be going back to the same thing that we start off with. So if we do 3, see, it's a 03 Asia. It's not the one that he was looking for. I think they're exactly the same game. You know, I really think it's the same game. So this one says Street Fighter 02 Alpha. Now that's what he wanted. He wanted the 2. Okay, let's see if this is the Street Fighter 0 Alpha. So this is actually the correct picture for it. And the game name is actually the same name, Street Fighter 2 AL. And AL do not work. So let's go ahead and download this to the ROM folder and let's try to convert it, see if it will convert. I don't think it will. Alright, so we're going to go to the C drive. We're going to go to Final Burnout and we're going to try to save it here. Save. Yes. Alright, so I'm going to go back to my C drive. Let's go ahead and press enter to close that out. Alright, go back to the ROM. So I don't want to convert any of this. The only thing I want to convert is the one I just downloaded. So let's look at the date. See, this is all converted to FBA. So this is just for test purpose. So I do want to keep the 2A and F. 2A and the 3A, they do work. Well, some of them do work. The 2A and the 3A, but those are just the 0. Those two is the one we wrote down that work. So, alright, so I'm just going to delete everything. Heck, let's just run it. We delete it later. Alright, let's just run the batch file again. And then we're going to do the search command again, search for instead of going through one by one. I press enter. Oh, don't press enter yet. I'm going to go ahead and copy all that. Control C. You can do using the mouse to copy it. You have to use Control C. All right. And then we're going to go back to the paintbrush. And we are going to delete all this. Are you serious? It's not letting me delete? Oh my goodness. All right, delete. And then I'm going to paste this back. And then we're going to look for that same one. Alpha ALD. Control C, Control F, and fine. Nope, it still failed. So yeah, the Alpha 03 do not work. Okay? So I need to get rid of all this. Okay, let's go ahead and minimize this, and let's go back and do the deleting. Tell you what, since we converted this, I want to show you that by converting this will actually work. So we're going to use this one and this one. Okay. So what we're going to do is now is changing the everything completely different. Okay. So we're going to X out here because I want to complete this training on how to convert it. So we have 1, 2, 3 that work. Oh shoot, I deleted the other one. No, I think it's in there. All right, so I'm gonna go to the ROM and I'm gonna look for the one that's converted that is good. So the one is 2A. Now the bad one, they're not convert good, it's still gonna show up over here. Just FYI, okay? So I got this one, and I want the other one called the 3AR1. Okay, let's try those three because we know those are good. So we're going to cut it, and we're going to cut it to the L drive, which is the Neo Geo Mini hack. We're going to go to the ROM. I'm going to go to my ROM, and we're going to paste this here. Hello. Oh my goodness, the pasting not work. Let me go back and paste it again. Can't believe this. Okay, so those three got copied over correctly. Okay. So what we're going to do is get rid of the other one. So 1, 2, 3. These two did not work. So we are going to rename those to this name and to this name, and just for test purpose to show you that it worked. Okay. So we're gonna copy that. So we have to go back to the three things we have to change. We have to change the picture and the game. Okay. So if we go to, so we already got the ROM in here. Now we gotta get out the ROM. Then we gotta go to the image. Go to game. I'm gonna change the name of the game inside. Okay. This two folder is not correct. So we're gonna use this name. I'm gonna copy that name and rename it to this. Okay, paste. Okay, it doesn't matter which one. Just pick. Both have the same picture, so it doesn't matter which one. All right. So we're not gonna use this one. We just get rid of this one, so we'll get confused. Confusing. Okay. So those are the two that we are going to use. Okay. Then we're going to rename this one to the other one, Alpha 3. Well, this is Alpha 30, so this picture is not correct. But just for test purpose, one is a transparent, one is not, so it's no big deal. All right, so we got those three. Now we got the pictures done. Now we're going to go to the two setup for the ROM location, the game location, and the ROM information. Okay, so we're going to open the ROM information, and we are going to scroll all the way down to where we add the Capcom's game at the very bottom right here. Okay, so we have to change this name to match this one. So we're going to do copy, then we're going to put it right here, and we're going to put it right here. Okay, doesn't matter which one, just pick one. Okay, then we're going to change those two did not work. So we're gonna replace it with the one that we know is gonna work to those names. All right. So there's one mistake we forgot to do. We need FBA, not zip, because those are FBA. So we need to change that to FBA. Otherwise, you are gonna have problem. Okay. That's it. So for those two. So you're gonna do file, save. All right. So I'm showing you how to do the FBA and how to put it in here. Okay. So now we did the ROM information. Now we go to location, which is the game location. Mine is on CPS1. So we're going to open game INI and we're going to change one of them. This is alpha 2. So we're going to copy this name, copy, and change that to alpha 2. And this is not a bootleg, it's just Asia version. ASIA. Okay. So that one is done. So we're going to do file, file, save. All right. Now we got to do the other one, which is this one, Neo Geo 3. So we're going to go back to Neo Geo 3. All right. Then we're going to change it to Alpha 3, this name. Copy. So we open this one. Go all the way down to the bottom because it's a test. So we put it in the bottom, make it easier to find it. Do Control V. All right. Then we're not going to put bootleg. We're actually going to put Alpha 3. But it's not Alpha. It's just 3. But it's Asian. Okay, Asian version. All right. Okay, so that's the proper name because that's the name. That's the name of the game. So this is the file. Okay, so you're done. You're ready to test it out again. Save it, close. That's it. So we did this twice, one with FBA and one with zip file. So now you know how to do both. Okay, and we also changed the picture to a correct resolution. All right, so now we're going to reject it and we are going to test it out. And then if it works, we will keep it. If it doesn't work, then we're going to delete it. All right. Okay, we are in a video here now. Let's go to settings. See, we default into the second one. So let's go to Capcom CPS 80. Press A. Press A, B. Okay. So the one we added is this one. This one is the Asian version of Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 02 Asia. It's not Alpha. Okay, but we want to see now the picture is correct. See, a while ago I told you the wrong size. That's why it looked funny. So we're gonna go ahead and run the game. See the FBA. Now FBA normally if you convert it correctly and it's okay, it should work. So there should be no problem running this game. You can see it's FBA. See, the game stopped. So that's how you fix the zip file. If a game does not work, but if you convert it and it works, you could bring it over and you could play it. So that's why a lot of games here for Capcom's or FBA, because the emulator somehow do not support the main game, you know, the arcade main game. So you have to convert it to Final Burnout, you know, for it to work. All right, so this is the Street Fighter 02, but no Alpha. But it's just, they call it different name. They just call it different name because depend on the different region you're in, you know, different country where you're at. So yeah, I mean, so yeah, this game worked. So it's the same game. thought I was gonna lose. Okay, so you could save it if you want. Now, what is kind of weird is if you're using the Capcom's the emulator, this is a solid yellow. But if you're using the Neo Geo, this is you can see through it. So I don't know how to. I might play with it later, see if I could fix that. But this one is a solid yellow. But if you play the Neo Geo, the other one, this is clear. You can see right through it. Okay, so let's get out that one. So that one worked. So, but this one we already have that game. So we're going to remove it, and I'll show you how to remove it later on, so you know how to delete games from here. So we're going to go to the different one called this one. That's where we put it. So we're going to go to that one and check the Alpha 3. This is Alpha 2 that we just checked. So we're going to do Alpha 3, the one we converted to FBA. Alright, now I have Alpha 3 working without have to convert it. So now the icon still show Alpha 2 because we didn't change it. But see, it say Street Fighter 3 Alpha. Okay, actually I could keep this as a gray color because it didn't make any difference when I changed it to blue. The font still look pretty light. I thought I changed the font. See, all this is dark. I don't know why that one still show light. See, this one worked because
this is Street Fighter 03.
Asia. So that's how you convert the game from Final Burnout. So if you guys want to know how do you do the FBA, this is how you do it. Okay, so this game worked. This is Alpha 3. Alright. They look pretty cool. I don't know what all this means. Ah, man.
It'll depend on your skill. Go for pro.
Alright. So yeah, so those both game Final Burnout will work. Okay. So that's also one way of finding out which game. If it doesn't convert, sometime more likely you could fix it to make it work. But find the file that is missing that you could make it work. But if it doesn't work and you put it here, it won't work either. The converting. If the converting went well, you could use a zip file or you could use FBA. Okay, either one. But sometimes the conversion work, but it doesn't play. Because of the emulator. Like the viewpoint, that one actually converted 100% good, but when it play, it doesn't work. Same thing with the Sonic. The Air Fighter 2 and Air Fighter 3, which is also called Sonic Wing 2 and 3. Those converted 100% good FBA, but doesn't play well. But luckily the zip file played no problem, meaning that the sound does not disappear in the middle of the Air Fighter 2 and 3. So just FYI to let you know. So they work well with just by itself. Alright, so now we're going to continue showing you how to delete game that you know that doesn't work. Now all my games should work because I test every one of them. So you shouldn't have to delete anything, unless like a game that and all, the one that does not play well or have sound issue, I remove them. Like V Linus, that one I can't get it to work. I mean, it started, but I don't know how to play it, and it doesn't have sound, so I remove it. So I don't want people to come back and say, Johnny, it doesn't have sound, it has glitches, and why you put it on there? So I'm not taking that chance, so I delete it. So all the one I tested, they all play perfectly, and they sound great. No glitching, no issue. So all your Neo Geo and Capcom is gonna be perfect game for you to experience. Okay? So yeah, like this one is perfect. This one is good. So they're all good. All the Metal Slug. Yep, the 5 Plus is the only one I couldn't get it to work, but the Metal Slug 5 work, the 4 and the 4 Plus work, but it's not in this option because it's in where did I put it? I think I did put it in the alphabet. No, where am I? This is, yeah, I put it in the alphabet order here. Let's try it out. So this have all the, the M is not. Oh, this is the S, sorry, wrong alphabet. I choose the wrong one, should be the one here, the O. Because the M is come after O, so he's here with you. She went the other direction, huh? So you have Metal Slug 6, 5, 4 Plus, and 4. Okay, 3, 2, 1. So Metal Slug 3, Metal Slug 4, if you add all the cheat mode, it's still not going to be the same as Metal Slug 4 Plus because you have a cloud in it. So let me demonstrate this. The Metal Slug 4, if you was to play the game, okay, you're going to turn on the arcade mode by pressing A, B, and C and start at the same time. You go to B for English and A for arcade and press C. And now once the game started, okay, once the game started, you're gonna get that funny symbol, it's fine, it's working. Once the game is started, you insert a coin, you can press A, B, and C, and you get the cheat database. So you're gonna get infinity time, enable auto firing, life, never die, invisible, and have all the Emma, so you can shoot forever, not die. Okay, press C, and now start the game. But you don't have the cloud to help you. So Metal Slug 4 and Metal Slug 4 Plus is a little bit different. Choose the but it's fine. I'll choose the same character with the other one. See, this one don't have any cloud to assist you, but I cannot die. See that I can stand right here, they can shoot me, and I cannot die. See that? I cannot die because infinity life. So that's what the hack, the cheat mode does. Okay. Now let me show you the difference between that one and the plus. This is plus. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna add all the cheat mode and everything. All right. I'm gonna show you the differences in the game. They are not the same. People say, oh, if you have the Neo Geo stub, you don't need, you know, I pressed it too late. I think no, this one is the. This one don't have. This is the FBA, so I cannot do the cheat mode. See that the cloud, the system. Alright, let's go back to the computer. Let's delete the file. Show you how to delete. And at the same time, we're going to look at and see if we can make this one, instead of FBA, can we use a zip file? Because we're going to look at the list and see, because I know I test some of them, the zip file didn't work and I have to use a final burnout. So see if this is the FBA, because it's not going to the Neo Geo screen. This one, you go into the Neo Geo screen. See that? This one, so that's how you know that the bio thing is gonna work. So for example, if I go back in again, this is not going to the Neo Geo setting, and same with this one. We will see Neo Geo setup. Okay, press B to get out. Just all right. So we're gonna go look at it and see if we can make this one to the zip file, because maybe that's why I'm using the FBA, because it doesn't work with the zip file. All right, so let's go and go look at it and see how we could delete those games out of there since we added. So I'm going to show you the complete setup, how to add, how to delete, how to convert, and then now we're going to how to delete. All right.